Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Welcome to All Souls Unitarian Church in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Welcome to our family chapel. Please light a candle or a chalice if you have one, just like we have one here. Anyone will do. If you have a teacup, you can put a flame in it, a shell, a bowl, any type of container to light, to hold a little light. And join with me in our invocation, because this is indeed a day to celebrate. Let us then rejoice in it and be glad, and let us count our many blessings. Let us be grateful for the capacity to feel and to understand. Let us be grateful for the incredible gift of life, and let us be especially grateful for the ties of love that bind us together, giving dignity, meaning, worth, and joy to all of our days. Please join me in our covenant. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
Babies are taught to be racist or anti-racist. There's no neutrality. Take these 9 steps to make equity a reality.
1. Open your eyes to all skin colors.
Anti-racist baby learns all the colors, not because race is true. If you claim to be colorblind, you deny what's right in front of you.
2. Use your words to talk about race.
No one will see racism if we only stay silent. If we don't name racism, it won't stop being violent.
3. Point at policies as the problem.
Some people get more while others get less, because policies don't always grant equal access.
4. There's nothing wrong with the people.
Even though all races are not treated the same, we are all human, anti-racist baby can proclaim.
5. Celebrate all our differences.
Anti-racist baby doesn't see certain groups as better or worse. Anti-racist baby loves a world that's truly diverse.
6. Knock down the stack of cultural blocks.
Anti-racist baby appreciates how groups speak, dance, and create as they choose. Anti-racist baby welcomes all groups, voicing their unique views.
7. Confess when being racist.
Nothing disrupts racism more than when we confess the racist ideas we sometimes express.
8. Grow up to be an anti-racist.
Anti-racist baby is always learning, changing, and growing. Anti-racist baby stays curious about all people and isn't all-knowing.
9. Believe we shall overcome racism.
Anti-racist baby is filled with the power to transcend, my friend, and doesn't judge a book by its cover, but reads until the end.
I'm going to tell you a story today called Something Happened in Our Town, a child's story about racial injustice. This is a story about current events, about things that are happening right now, but it's about things that have been going on for quite a while. Only we just might now be hearing about them. These things have been going on for decades, 100 years, more. But maybe because of cell phones, maybe because white people are actually willing to listen, we're finally actually hearing about what's going on. But it's more than that. It's a story about change. About maybe things actually getting better. And about what we can do to make it better. About how we can help if we have faith to make the change. Buckle up. Here we go. Something Happened in Our Town by Marianne Solano, Marietta Collins, and Ann Hazard, illustrated by Jennifer Zavion. Something bad happened in our town. The news was on the TV, the radio, and the internet. The grown-ups didn't think the kids knew about it, but the kids in Mrs. Garcia's class heard some older kids talking about it, and they had questions. After school, Emma asked her mother, "Why did the police shoot that man?" "It was a mistake," her mother said. "I feel sad for that man and his family." "Yes, the police thought he had a gun," said her father. "It wasn't a mistake," said her sister Liz. "The cops shot him because he was black." Emma was confused. "He is brown, not black," she said. "Some black people have dark brown skin, and some have light brown skin," Emma's father explained. "Black usually means African American. Most of their ancestors were brought here from Africa as slaves." "I know what a slave is," said Emma. "That's when you have to do whatever the other person says." Yes, slaves had to do whatever white people told them to do. Even after slavery ended, white people didn't let black people live. Yes, slaves had to do whatever white people told them to do. Even after slavery ended, white people didn't let black people live where they wanted, go to school with white people, or vote. Who are white people? White people came here from places in Europe, or Russia, or other countries. We are white, even though our skin is light tan. "Did our family do those bad things a long time ago?" asked Emma. "Yes," answered her mother. "Back then, many white people thought that they were better than black people, even though it wasn't true." Liz added, "Some white people still think most black men and boys are dangerous, even though they're not." "Was the man that got shot dangerous?" asked Emma. "No," her mother said. "Shooting him was a mistake. It was a mistake that is part of a pattern." "Like the pattern on my blanket?" Emma asked. "Yes, but this pattern is being nice to white people and mean to black people. It's an unfair pattern." "Suppose you had a birthday party and invited everyone in your class except the black kids," her mother said. "How would the black kids feel?" "They would be sad," Emma said, "or mad. And you would be missing out because you'd never know who was going to be your best friend," said Liz. "And you can help others to be fair," said her mother. Like telling Anna to stop teasing Ling about her name?" asked Emma. Her mother gave her a hug. Yes, just like that. In another house, Josh asked his mother, "Can police go to jail?" "Yes," said his mother. "Why do you ask?" "That white policeman who shot the black man," said Josh. "Will he go to jail?" "What he did was wrong," said his mother. "But he won't go to jail," said his father. "Why not?" asked Josh. "Cops stick up for each other," said Josh's brother Malcolm, "and they don't like black men." Josh was confused. "Why not? Some police are black." "You're right," said his mother. "Uncle James is a police officer, and so is my friend Kenya." "There are many cops, black and white, who make good choices," said his father, "but we can't always count on them to do what's right." Malcolm added, "I could get stopped by the police just because I'm black, even if I didn't do anything wrong." "That's not fair," Josh said. "What if it was a white man in the car? Would the police have shot him?" "They probably wouldn't have even stopped the car," said his father. "Sometimes white people are treated better than black people," said his mother. "But it's not right. Everybody should be treated fairly." Josh's mother gave him a hug. "We're proud of who we are. Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King Jr., and Nelson Mandela were strong and brave black leaders. They showed us that we can stand up for our rights and set good examples for others. They were treated unfairly but helped others learn to be more fair." "Some people haven't learned yet," said his father angrily. "Why are you mad?" asked Josh. "I'm mad that we're still treated poorly sometimes. But I can't use my anger to make things better," said his father. "Black people have a lot of power if we work together to make changes." "I have power," Josh said, "and I'm smart." His father smiled. "You're right." His mother added, "And you can change people's hearts by sticking up for someone who's not treated fairly." "Like how Malcolm sticks up for me when the kids tease me about my glasses?" Josh asked. "He tells them to step off." "Just like that," his parents said. The next day, a new kid joined Emma and Josh's class. His name was Ahmad, and he was from a country far away. Ahmad didn't know where to sit or what to do because it was his first day in school. He talked a little bit, but it was hard to understand him. He said he was learning English. After the lunch, class went outside to play soccer. Daniel and Sophia picked kids to be on their teams. All of the kids were picked to be on a team, except Ahmad. Daniel said Ahmad probably didn't know how to play because he was new. Sophia said Ahmad might not be good at soccer. Josh remembered what his mother said about sticking up for people who are treated unfairly. Emma remembered what her mother said about unfair patterns and birthday parties. All of a sudden, Ahmad wasn't alone. Emma and Josh were leading him to their team. "We have enough kids on our team," Daniel said. "We don't need him." But Josh was ready. "Step off," he said. "He's playing." "Yeah," said Emma. "We don't want him to miss out." And just like that, Emma and Josh gained a new friend and started a better pattern in their school. What did you think of that? We hear bad things happening. We hear about bad things happening in our town, and towns all over. But there are some good things happening too. Some good things that you are doing. Some kind things. Some forward things. Some brave things. Some things full of faith and heart and change. I know that each of you are out there making this world a better place. That's what gives me faith, knowing that you're here. Please join me in our hymn. It goes like this. There is a love holding me. There is a love holding all that I love. There is a love holding all. I rest in this love. In the second verse, there is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love. I'd love if you could sing it with me. There is a love holding me. There is a love holding all that I love. There is a love holding all. I rest in this love. There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love. My prayer for us today is that we all know deep down inside, deep in the core of our being, that it can be different, that the world can be more fair, that we can make this a better place if we all work for it, if we all try, if we all put forth the effort to do what is right, to do what we know is good and kind and just. Remember to do that every day. Set your heart on it. Do what is good and right and just. Amen. Go and be blessed and be a blessing.